Real Estate Investing Success St. Louis Season 2 is proudly sponsored by the industry-certified construction experts at ARS Construction. Let's face it, your property is ugly as ARS Construction does it right. From roofing to exterior to all your interior needs. For a free roofing estimate, call now at 844-445-ROOF. That's 844-445-7663. Or visit advancedroofsys.com. That's advancedroofsys.com. ARS Construction. Roofing and construction done right. Good day, investors. I'm Antonio Holman, founder of United States Real Estate Investor at UnitedStatesRealEstateInvestor.com, and welcome to Real Estate Investing Success St. Louis Season 2, where I chat with successful real estate investors about the ins and outs and the ups and downs of the real estate investing industry right here in St. Louis, Missouri. Let's get into today's conversation. From sheer hustle to steady growth to now implementing solid systems, David Dodge is a real estate investing success. All right, David. So what one word or phrase comes to mind for the reason you got into real estate investing?
The reason it would be freedom. Absolutely. One word for that would just be freedom. Real estate investing allows me to put together systems and processes to build out a team to where I'm not working 90 hours, a week. And it allows cash flow and wealth creation, tons of other advantages, obviously. But to me, the reason I got into it and quit my previous jobs or shut down my previous businesses was because they required too much time. And I wanted to own assets that paid me every month.
Okay. That's an excellent answer because freedom is what it's all about. What's your favorite part of being a real estate investor?
I'd say helping people, man. I do not pay retail for properties, period. I'm a real estate investor, guys. Let's be real, right? So what I do is I help people solve problems, and I do so by offering them convenience in exchange for a discount on the property, right? I do not pay retail. I have to get a discount. In fact, I lead with that and I demand it. If somebody isn't willing to give me at least a 20 or 30% discount, I'm not leaving my home or my office to go view that property, right? However, if they are willing to give me a discount, then I'm going to open up the floodgates of convenience to these people. This is a business. And if you know the definition of business, it is literally the act of making money. This isn't a hobby, right? It's a business. But the coolest part is you can make money and help people at the very same time. So I just love helping people. I love to help them solve their problems. Sometimes their problem is the piece of real estate. Most of the time, it's not. It's something else. And selling the piece of real estate just helps solve that problem.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, helping people. Awesome. So now, throughout your journey of helping people and trying to better your life and free up some time and create more freedom for yourself, I'm sure it's been a lot of roller coaster times. So Throughout that journey, what was the most unsuccessful time in your life?
Well, I would say, ups and downs. Even still today, we have good months and we have bad months, right? So I would say, I've been investing in real estate for about 16 years at this point, 16. And I didn't go full time in real estate investing until about 6 years ago. And the first 10 years, I didn't know that there was motivated sellers. I didn't know that was like a thing. I didn't know those people existed. And I was basically buying 1 or 2 houses a year. I was paying full retail, buying off the MLS with an agent. And that's not a bad thing to do necessarily, but it's a slow way to do it, right? So the first 10 years, I think I look back and I tell myself, man, I did it all wrong. I didn't know that there was these sellers that were motivated that would give you a big discount on a piece of property. I didn't know they existed. So I would say that's probably the main thing, but over the last 6 years, my team and I have purchased over 700 properties, and we have not paid retail for one since.
Awesome. Awesome. So right now in your real estate business, what is the one positive goal you're focused on?
Building my rental portfolio. So, I mean, really my passion is landlording. It's passive income. It's freedom. Like you had asked earlier, I love wholesaling properties. I love it. It's so incredibly fun. I get to help a seller. I get to help a buyer, and it's a business. I get paid doing it. Right. We love fix and flipping properties as well, turning, properties that are outdated or derelict properties into, nice, new, fancy, places for people to live and for families to move into. And basically at the end of the day, landlording is really my main passion. So the cool thing though, is that I'm marketing to motivated sellers. That's kind of where it all starts for me. That's the foundation, right? Once I get a motivated seller, I can then keep the best and wholesale the rest. Right. So the best ones I'm going to keep and I'm going to put them in my portfolio, so I can, build my portfolio for rentals and landlord side of the business. I can also cherry pick the best deals for fix and flips in areas that I want to work in, on projects that I want to work on. It has to obviously meet the criteria. But if it makes for a good flip, an easy flip, something along those lines, then we'll do the fix and flip. And then everything else that comes in, we wholesale. So we keep the best and we wholesale the rest. And we're typically buying about 100 houses a year. We're recording this here middle of May, and we've already bought 100 houses this year. So we're doing a lot better this year than we have in the past couple. But again, the passion to me is landlording. It's passive income. And because that allows me freedom.
All right. Here's something that's totally unrelated, but it really sparked in my head. Like, for example, the art I have on the wall there. And I used to go to an art fair every year and used to just marvel at the pieces, incredible pieces. I mean, incredible artwork. And they would be there at the fair to sell these pieces. And I asked one of the artists, I said, well, wait a second. So if you're creating these pieces, how do you just sell them and just get rid of them and then you don't have anything? And this guy, he goes, here's my secret. He goes, I create 2 of every piece, and the one I like the least is the one I sell.
Oh, wow.
I was like, wow, that's good. That
That's
blew me away. Yeah.
Yeah. 2 birds, one stone, man.
I'm
2 birds, one stone. So
yeah,
it all starts with marketing. That's the name of the game. It's finding these motivated sellers, so you don't do it wrong like I did for the first 10 years of your investing career. Because once you have a motivated seller, you have lots of exit options now, right? Like, so the door to landlord or to rent that property, or even to do something creative like seller financing or lease option, the door's open, right? You got a deal. And if you want to fix and flip, if that's what your passion is, and you get a deal, well, guess what? That door's open too.
Yeah.
And if you have a deal on a property, you can easily wholesale it. In fact, you have to have a deal to wholesale it. So that door would be closed as well until you have a deal. Now it's open. So when you start with deals in mind, all of the doors are open for you to dispo that property or have an exit strategy. Mm-hmm. So for us, it all starts with direct to seller marketing, focused on finding those motivated sellers that have problems. So we can come in and we can offer them a ton of convenience in exchange for that discount. Again, we're going to demand that discount and solve some problems and create some win-win scenarios. So start with the deal in mind, folks, and then all those doors will open to you.
There you go. So when you're doing your real estate investing, what is your favorite technology and why do you use it?
Oh man, there's so many of them. There's so many of them. I mean, really, I love all the batches services. So you got batch leads, you got batch dialer, you got batch driven, and you got batch skip tracing. And some of those will even, cross over and do multiple things. I love PropStream because it's mobile. It has an app. It's in my pocket. I can pull lists. I can run comps. I love Deal Machine for driving for dollars. Also use Batch Driven, but Deal Machine is awesome. Been using that for many years. REI Black Book is another great system that we use in our business to dispo properties. And man, there's so many others, but that's the main ones right there. That's the main.
Man, you got a lot. You got a lot going on. That's good though. That's probably why you're successful.
We got a ton of software and a ton of service. And it's a pretty decent monthly bill, but it opens up a lot of convenience for us, so we can have more freedom in our lives.
What's your portfolio looking like these days?
So if you include the properties that we have either being rehabbed and or are under contract, right now we're just over 50 rental properties. So not all of those are rented today. Maybe about 40 or 41 of them are, but we got about 9 in the queue. And we have a couple fix and flips going at any time. I think right now we maybe have 2 of them. And then at any given time, we're doing anywhere from 4 to 10 wholesales a month. We used to average 10 to 12 pre-COVID. COVID slowed things down, of course, because people weren't wanting to move. They didn't have a place to go. Also, we have market conditions where there is very, very low inventory. People know that their house is worth a little bit more than, what typical investors like to pay. So we have, reduced the number of wholesales that we're doing or that we have done over the past year. But we still have great months where we'll do 8 or 10 of them, which is awesome. But we typically do at least 4 wholesales a month. And, now that COVID's kind of over, right? Not over. That's not the right way to word it. But now that, the mask mandates is been reduced federally or removed federally, and, things are starting to kind of get back to normal, I would suspect that the business is going to start doing a lot better because we'll be able to get in more properties, and people will be more willing to get out and move around and whatnot. So, rentals, probably about 50 rentals, a couple fix and flips going at any time, and then anywhere from 4 to 10 wholesales a month typically.
Okay. If people want to work with you or get a hold of you for any reason, how do they connect with you?
So really, my favorite social media is Instagram. They can connect with me on Instagram. My handle or my @ is at my full name. It's David, David, Allen, Alan, Dodge, Dodge. Instagram would probably be the place to connect with me.
Okay. Since entering into the real estate investing world, what are you most grateful for?
Man, that's a great question. In fact, that's my favorite question thus far. I am grateful for all things. I am a very, very grateful person. But what I am most grateful for is probably the relationships that I have, the mentors that I have, the coaches that I have, the masterminds that I'm a part of. I'm most grateful for the relationships, because your network equals your net worth. I mean, it's so true. And you are the average of the 5 people that you hang around with. Yeah. So, I have decided to start hanging around with people that don't live in my city, but are doing way bigger, cooler things than I'm doing. And they're inspiring me every minute of every day. So to answer your question, I am most grateful for my relationships with my coaches, my mentors, and my mastermind friends.
Awesome. Yeah, you're absolutely right. So before I hit you with the last question, just want to tell you thanks for being on the show. I've been trying to get a hold of you for a while. We made it happen.
That's right.
Good. And finally, David, what's your definition of real estate investing success?
So my definition of real estate investing success, I would say, to simplify it in the most simple way to word it, would be to have the ability to flip houses or invest in houses or in real estate while making money and having fun without working crazy amounts of hours. So it's kind of a multi-part answer, right? But I love investing because it's fun and I get paid. But I don't like it when I'm working 50 or 60 hours a week. I like it a lot more when I'm working 15 or 20 hours a week. So my definition of success isn't necessarily 3x, 5x, 10xing my business. It's slow growth. And every month I want to work a little less, right? So there's that combination of, fun, income, but also being happy and having the freedom that most people get into this business for. You see, a lot of people get into real estate investing because they want freedom, and they quit their 40-hour-a-week job and they go start working 80 hours. And that's what I did in the beginning too. It's called hustle, right? Sometimes that's needed. But after 2 or 3 or 4 months or 6 months or whatever, you shouldn't still be working 80-hour weeks. You need to put some processes in place, put some systems in place, and or bring in somebody to help you, right? They could be a local assistant or an employee or a partner, or they could be virtual. Doesn't matter nowadays. COVID's proven that virtual is a thing now, right? And it works. So, I hate whenever people get into the game though, and I hear that they've been doing this for a year or two and they're still grinding, right? So again, my definition of success would be able to, have a good business that makes money and I enjoy it. Like, it has to be fun. But again, on the flip side, with a limited number of hours worked in a week or a month,
Investors, I hope you've enjoyed my quick conversation today. Check out more great content like this at UnitedStatesRealEstateInvestor.com. Also, do not forget to rate, review, and subscribe wherever you find podcasts. Please do us a huge favor and visit our sponsor, ARS Construction, at AdvancedRoofSYS.com. Thanks for listening, and as always, stay grateful, stay successful, and be free. If you'd like to be a guest or a host in your city, please contact us at UnitedStatesRealEstateInvestor.com. Music by Harris Heller. Is your rental business not running quite the way you hoped? Are tenant problems becoming, your problem? Are you skeptical about turning over your rental portfolio to a property manager? Meet Mark Dolfini, landlord coach, full-time real estate investor, and best-selling author of the book, The Time Wealthy Investor 2.0. Mark once thought that real estate investing was the best way to quit his job and become his own boss. The trouble was, he ended up working more hours than ever and ended up working for the worst boss in the world, himself. With lots of help, learning, and trial and error, Mark has turned his once 20-hour-per-day real estate job into a 2-hour-per-week real estate business. And he'd like to share his secrets with you so you can do the same. Head on over to landlordcoach.com/STL for Mark's free Quick Start Kit. Look, money's important, no doubt, but time is the holy grail. If you're ready to have the passive income real estate business you've always dreamed of, if you want more money and time in your life, if you want actual freedom on your calendar, if you want time wealth, head on over to landlordcoach.com/STL for your free Quick Start Kit. That's landlordcoach.com/STL. Remember, if you don't place a value on your time, someone else will.